Larry Sullivan. I'm city manager of the city of Texarkana, Texas at the current time. Previous life I was school superintendent for TISD, and prior to that superintendent in the Waco area. My topic and the issue I've been asked to discuss is challenging the process. I've laughingly said that seems to have been most of my career, has been in some way or another involved in challenging the process. I tend to get thrown into those type of leadership jobs. But the simple thing I would encourage you to do is to ask the questions. In your text, you're going to find reference to not just accepting the way things are, just because that's the way they've always been done. And I'm not going to be specific in terms of topic, because what I think I'm going to share with you is really not unique to a specific topic. I, in fact, just had lunch with a high school principal here, and we were discussing this exact same issue of how you improve any organization or any process has to start with really questioning whether or not what is currently happening is working. Now, I know that sounds trite, it sounds a little overused, but surprisingly enough, people make oftentimes very bad decisions, even in their personal life. And when someone asks them the simple question of, is what you're doing working, it causes people to stop for a moment and at least do a little self-analysis. I know certainly in my organization with the city right now, we have many, many processes that no one can explain, even the root to how they originated. It's just been part of the culture for so long that no one has ever chosen to challenge that process. So we're actually about to go through a major software change in the city, and that actually is going to give us an opportunity to take a look at every business process in the organization. And a great deal of that change is going to occur through us really questioning whether or not what is currently being utilized to solve a problem is the best way to do it. I think the application is pretty much universal. You know, the book examples you have in your text reference several specific issues as to how students in a university solved a particular problem, be it an orientation or a recruitment program. I think one of the exciting things about Texarkana A&M campus here is that you really are creating a new culture. There won't be as much that has to be undone, because so much of this is being created as you go. So the mere fact of recruiting new students, how do you get that student in Houston or Dallas or Austin or San Antonio to even know that Texarkana is a viable alternative for them? So a lot of exciting possibilities, I think, but at the same time, that same process of thinking through what is the end result you are really after, and then how do you in fact specifically cause people to think a little bit outside the box. It's not that sometimes things that you're doing are not the right way to do it. They may be the best way, but unless you continue to ask yourself that question, is there a better way? Can we improve it? And improvement ultimately is what any leader should be striving for. Very rarely are you going to find yourself in a leadership role where you are asked to simply maintain. Typically, leaders are those people who will challenge the process and really begin to encourage people to get out of the box in their thinking. You're going to be competing in a world economy with your generation that, quite frankly, my generation did not have to worry about. And so even knowing how to solve the problem that may confront you 5 years or 10 years from now is going to require a completely different way of thinking for leaders, and certainly a leader who is only into maintaining as opposed to challenging is probably not going to find themselves in that leadership role for any length of time.